Hey you guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I'm going to show you guys how I shape and fill in my extremely sparse brows. Eyebrows are so important. They shape the entire face and mine unfortunately just aren't there. People ask me a lot when I don't have them filled in, like what happened to my brows. Whenever I used to go and get them like waxed, the ladies would always say, oh, you don't have a tail on your brow. What happened to your brow? Did someone wax them wrong? And it's just like, no, my brows are naturally thin. It's just genetics. Like, I don't really know what else to say to people. Like, so this side is actually my good brow because it has more hair. My brows are like thick, but it's just like the area, like the density is just not there. This one, however, on the other side, it has less hair than the brow on my left side. So trying to get them perfect is really kind of difficult. Well, it was kind of difficult, but I tried a bunch of different things and this is just what's been working for me. All right, so let's get into it. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and yeah, let's get it poppin'. I'm looking down into a magnified mirror. I find it's best that I do my brows that way. And I don't know if you guys can see it, but I have some hair like right down here in this area and right down here in this area that's kind of growing out. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take one of these like razor things and I'm just going to remove that hair and just give my brow like a better shape to work with. I don't know if you guys noticed or not, but my brows are noticeably like thinner. So taking off that extra hair like on the bottom, it helps me not draw my brows on. It helps me not apply my brows too thick. Before, when I wasn't taking off that extra hair, I found that I was like drawing a really thick tail and it just kind of looked ridiculous. So that's just what I do. So next, I'm going to take a little bit of milk of magnesia. I keep it in this little travel-sized container and I just toss it in my makeup bag. Milk of magnesia is basically just like a primer hack and it's for extremely oily skin. And I go ahead and put that on my brows. Depending on how much you apply, it sometimes dries white. So I try and apply a very tiny amount. You're just going to want to give the milk of magnesia about 30 seconds to dry. I discovered milk of magnesia a very long time ago because my skin, like I said, is extremely oily, and without it I would go out, my makeup would get so greasy, it would look like I threw baby oil on my face within like half an hour to an hour. So it's just a hack that's been really helpful for me and my extremely oily skin. Yo, whose dog? Like, get your dog, fam. Like, what are you doing? You guys, my daughter's sleeping also, and I'm like, if this dog wakes up my damn daughter, I'm gonna be pissed. Moving on, I'm going to use this NYX. I don't know if it's NYX or NYX. What is it? I say NYX, but some people say NYX. Anyways, I'm going to use this NYX brow pencil in the shade Espresso, and I'm just going to kind of like outline my brows. I don't use this to fill in my brows anymore. I used to, but I found that on the areas where I literally have no hair, or like where it's just skin, it would look like red brown, and you could definitely tell that, you know, my brows were painted on. So yeah, I basically just use this to outline. I feel like I need to correct myself. When I say I don't use this pencil to fill in my brows, I mean I don't use it only. Before, this used to be the only thing I used on my brows, but I don't use this just to fill in my brows anymore. I outline, I fill it in a little bit, but then I also fill my brows with something much better. And now I feel like you guys can see what I was talking about before. So when I would just use this, if you see, oh, I have milk and magnesia on my finger. But anyways, if you see like the tail of my brow, you could definitely tell that that's not my natural brow. Like it just looks like I applied brow pencil on skin, and that's not what I want. That's not what anybody wants. Oh, my daughter's awake. I'll be back. And she's awake. Mwah. Okay, so next I am using this Maybelline Tattoo Studio eyebrow gel. This is thebomb.com. I did a first impression and review on it. Super amazing, so go ahead and check that out. This is supposed to be waterproof. It is. I tested it. It's supposed to last for 2 days. I obviously didn't wear my brows for 2 days to test that out. But it's so good, and it's a dark brown that's dark enough for my brows, and it doesn't make my brows look kind of orangey brown, so that's really good. So it comes on a brush like this, and if you already have brow hair, you could just simply brush it onto your brows like that. But in my case, because I have bald spots and because I basically have no tail end to my brow, I find that it's much easier to apply with an angled brush. So I will kind of just brush a little bit onto the hair that I have at the front, and then I'll just use an angled brush for the remainder. And you guys, this product does dry very quickly. I said that in my review as well. So you kind of have to move fast, but I'm just using very small strokes, I guess. And then in regards to the front of my brow, I don't actually put any of that product at the front, but I will use like what's left on the brush, and then I'll just do some light strokes. You generally want the front of your brow to look lighter than the tail end anyways, so that's why I don't actually put any product up here. Now I'm going to go in with my spoolie on the end of my NYX brush, and I'm just going to comb out my brows, the brow hair that I do have, just to make everything look collected and pulled together. So yeah, that's my right brow done. I do have L.A Girl concealer to clean up my brows, but I do that after I do my other brow. So I'm going to do my other brow. I'm just going to fast forward it, and then we'll see if I actually need to clean up my brows. Alright, you guys, so this is the finished product. I don't actually feel like I need to go in with the concealer and clean it up. I'm kind of over the like halo brow look for now anyways. And yeah, I think this is fine. I've like come to the realization that brows are sisters and not twins. So no matter how much I try with a concealer to make them both look exactly the same, they never really end up looking exactly the same. So I'm totally fine with this. But if you are a perfectionist or if you want that snatched brow look, you can go ahead and use the concealer. But honestly, I'm kind of over it. So yeah, I'll play around with them a little bit more. Just to see what I can do. Like I'll probably fill in the front a little bit more or whatever, but I'm happy with the result. Oh, and also link in my description box to the review of the Maybelline brow gel product that I used, and also link in the description box to a day in the life with the baby, with my beautiful daughter that you guys just saw. Yeah, like, comment, subscribe, and I will see you guys in another one.